Excellent. Welcome, everyone. We're typing in chat the names of our clubs that we're members of. And if you know your website to your clubs, let us know those as well. We're challenging each other to visit other clubs and say hi and check them out and see if we can take anything back to our clubs. Before we kick off strategic marketing, I'd like to say hello to David Bell. David, he is one of our club growth chairs. Please introduce yourself.
Good evening, fans. Marketing Mondays is here again. It's hard to believe. I'm the club growth, club retention chair this year. I'm going to mention, I usually talk about the club coaches, but I'm going to give you a little bit of advance notice. February 1st, we're going to start Talk Up Toastmasters membership building program. And that's where you want to get 5 new members for your club. You got 2 months to do it. So if you want to sandbag a little bit, I didn't say that. But if you know that the campaign is coming February 1st, put it in there, get your 5 members, and there's some recognition from Toastmasters International. And who knows, I bet you Elizabeth may even have some surprises for you as well.
You know it. Thank you, David. I added David's webpage on our district website for club coaches and other information. Our next club chair that is here is Troy Rocket. Troy.
Hello, Elizabeth and fellow Toastmasters. I am Troy Rocket, your District 56 Club Quality Chair for Club Mentors. And what is our district mission? It's to build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. And so how does the Club Quality Chair support all clubs? With training. And this is the primary role of the Club Quality Chair, to support and acknowledge the hard work of our club mentor training team that advises and trains our club mentors how best to encourage new clubs to exhibit excellence at every meeting. I encourage each of you or your fellow officers to stress your leadership skills and invest in the future of District 56 by volunteering to be a new club mentor. Back to you, Elizabeth.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Troy. We have another club growth chair here, Zinnia Ship. Hi, Zinnia.
Hi, Elizabeth. My role as your new club resource chair is to help identify areas in the district that are lacking clubs. I work closely with the club growth director to ensure that we are identifying those areas. Back to you, Elizabeth.
Thank you so much.
We're just asking a question, Elizabeth.
Yes.
Yes, but I was on a call this morning with Jeremy Angus, who's I forget what, he's over in Katy somewhere. And he's doing this thing called a Monday morning mind-free thing or something like that he's working with right now. And there was a lady up in Fort Worth, I believe, or somewhere by Fort Worth, and she was looking for a club. How would be the best way for her to find a club up that way?
Well,
you get all that?
You can send her to District 56 Toastmasters website or the Toastmasters.org website. Under on the right-hand corner, upper corner, that yellow button that says find a club, she can type in her zip code, and she can even pinpoint it even more by typing in dates, times, advanced, online only, hybrid, and so forth. Great question.
Well, yeah, thank you, man.
Okay.
Perfect, thank you. I've seen that button a million times, so thank you. Sorry to disturb.
Okay. Okay, here we go. We're placing in the chat the names of our clubs and our websites. One of your challenges here tonight is to visit other clubs, check out their website, and check out the competition. We learned about that in one of our previous Marketing Mondays. And now let's go ahead and go into the clubs and see what they're all about. Okay, we're going to kick off strategic marketing with a question like we always do. Who here, you can come off of mute. What is strategic thinking? Strategic thinking. Anyone?
It's a direction for the particular group or organization, or a strategy for the direction.
Excellent. I'm going to quote a peer-reviewed article that I placed already in our Club Growth Marketing Monday shared Google Drive under the folder for tonight. And this is quoted. It is about thinking creatively, about strategic options and alternative ways to compete. That is placed in our shared Google Drive already. So what is strategic thinking? We just answered it. Do strategic leaders need to be strategic thinkers? Absolutely. Strategic leaders, we always find ourselves having to initiate or lead change, and change is good. Change is very good. We have to constantly keep changing so we can keep growing. Strategic leaders, we need to develop 3 key competencies to be effective in our role as strategic thinkers and strategic leaders. One of those is what we're going to discuss tonight, and that is strategic thinking. The next one is managing politics and change management, and that's a whole other course. But now let's look at the first of those 3 tonight, strategic thinking. Strategic thinking will improve our strategic marketing. And this is a term that we are going to use while we seek to improve our competitive advantage. We are placing in chat our clubs and websites, and we are going to go check those out. It's healthy competition. Now, what does strategic marketing involve? How does our strategic marketing help our clubs? Well, strategic marketing involves defining our club's general processes and direction through a marketing plan. Now, I wonder what would be a marketing plan in our club? Anyone? Yes, Jonetta?
To get more members or to retain members.
Right, but don't we have a marketing plan some sort already that we are supposed to fill
Club
out?
success plan.
Excellent. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh.
Great, Harold. Okay. We need to have a club success plan. Only once? No? How often do we need to have that updated, that club success plan? Do we know?
Monthly.
Anyone? Harold?
With each term of service.
Yes.
Update as needed.
Right. All of you are correct. The rule of thumb is no, you cannot have time to waste, and you must have that club success plan updated at least within every term of your club officer. So that's an annual club officer role, at least annually. If you have a semi-annual, then every 6 months, update that club success plan. Now, if you have a change of club officers during your club officer term, it must be updated as well. And this is all in our club leadership handbook. Well, we do know that strategic marketing involves what? What does strategic marketing involve? It involves defining our club's general processes and directions through a marketing plan, i.e. club success plan. And I'm just curious, does your club update your club success plan at every club officer term? Raise your hand. 2 hands, 3 hands, 4. Okay, let's circle back around and let's look at that club success plan at your next club officer meeting, and let's try to update that and make sure we're on market there. The first, and I would say it's probably the most critical step that strategic marketing can do for your club, is it will help you and your club understand the importance of finding success and long-term growth. Now, what does this first critical step look like? We call it the planning phase. i.e. club success plan, marketing plan, planning. It's planning, planning, planning. We learned this in a Marketing Monday session before, that 80% of preparation, it will get you to the finish line. So let's look at what that planning phase looks like for strategic marketing. So we already learned in a previous Marketing Monday the importance of a SWOT analysis. If you need to have a refresher, I would suggest rewatching the recording and reading over the handouts to refresh as needed. So without this information, it will be very challenging for your club to progress to the next steps. The club won't understand the purpose behind your marketing efforts, which makes it even harder to create a solid plan, i.e. club success plan, that will help you and your club succeed. So strategic marketing is a full circle process. And if you put in the time and effort into the overall strategic marketing process, you'll attract new members, retain members, and you'll definitely meet those goals and objectives that you identified in your club success plan. This is the most crucial step, is the research and the planning. So now here comes the fun part. We usually have homework, but we're going to start it now. We have 15 minutes, and this is going to be a lot of fun. It will go at rapid pace. Grab a piece of paper and pen or open up a Word doc. We're going to do a 3-step strategic planning session. So here we go. Are you ready? We're going to do a really simple icebreaker here. I would like everyone to write down your predictions of what you believe is the next big trend in Toastmasters. What predictions do you have that you believe is the next big trend in Toastmasters? We're all coming out of the COVID and the Zoom, but what do you think is the next big trend that's going to happen in Toastmasters? It can be anything, just write it down. It can be more than one if you'd like. This will help us generate new ideas for future direction of our clubs. Now that we've had the creative juices going, who here would like to share what they wrote down? Anyone? David, you had your hand raised first.
I think we will soon have metaverse meetings.
There we go. Troy, I saw your hand.
Yes, I was on the same page as David. I was thinking AI, where you could be actually in front of an audience giving your speech. And what better training could that be for meetings, contests, or just overall training? And I really think that it could help you overcome your nervousness, because everyone is actually there, or it feels like they are. So yes, the metaverse, I think, is the next trend.
Well, you guys are right. I feel with the new AI system that Toastmasters is promoting, is it called Yodel?
Udly.
Udly?
Udly,
That
yes.
is right there on track with what you and David are saying. Anyone else share your, yes, Zinnia?
I had mentioned Udly because it's a great opportunity for you to record yourself. It helps you identify your filler words. And my favorite on Udly is the warm-up exercises.
Tell us about that.
Well, I guess I'll have to demonstrate. So the exercises are to help you relax, especially your mouth. One exercise is to do, I forgot what the name is, but you're basically doing this. The next one is to exercise your tongue by sticking it out and moving it all around. Okay, enough. I've made a fool of myself. That's it. But try it. You'll love it.
I'd like to mention that the bad news is those exercises are not there in the Toastmaster version of Udemy. They are only there in the free version of Udemy. I called Toastmasters International and I suggested to them that they add them because they're really good, but they are not there if you just go to the Toastmaster version.
You are absolutely right, Harold. And you know me, I don't follow the rules. So I went to the free version.
But they are sensational. They are really.
Yes, they are. Very good. Yes.
I
They even
placed,
have tongue twisters.
thank you so much, Zinnia. I placed in chat the link on the Toastmasters.org website of the announcement where they're partnering with the AI powered public speaking platform Udemy. Anyone else?
Yeah, I was being more conservative. I said if we just in mass, I think we're all going to be doing hybrid. Today, I think there's a small percentage of people, clubs doing hybrid, less than 20%. And I think I think it's going to be 80% in 2 years.
Okay, Gary, I saw your hand raised.
I was thinking along the same lines. However, I feel that there will be clubs that specialize in hybrid because I'm still seeing numerous clubs that are reluctant to it and resistant to it. But I do anticipate that we'll see clubs that will be their specialty.
Love it. Yes, Max.
Yeah, I see it. I see this. I agree with Harold as far as hybrid, but I also see a lot of people that are going to be taking a look at their home environment. So, for instance, I do most of my work at home, and I have an office that I have set up. I'm already looking at how can I create a home studio where I can have a camera and maybe a backdrop, and I can be standing and giving a speech in front of a lectern. I see a lot of people think probably will be doing that, especially as technology is getting less expensive, and people will be looking at that as an option.
Okay, I love it. One more. Anyone else? Javier?
Yeah. According to Benjamin Cruz, he's using this app to record meetings and take notes with AI. So I don't know what he's doing there. I'm just joking. It's a phishing scam. So don't open that, please.
Okay, thank you.
But that does lend itself to the variations of groupings that can be done with using virtual platforms. So we've already ran into a few people that have visited our club that said that they visit other clubs in Europe and Asia and whatnot. So I think that there's an opportunity to have multinational, multi-location clubs, which adds a lot of variety to the types of people involved.
Excellent. I love it. We're going to be more of a global club setting. Anyone else? Robert?
I could see us going out and interacting with one another and doing more active things and doing hybrid too, like going out to like restaurants and getting to know each other and bringing socialization back into form, hopefully in the near future.
Okay, thank you so much. Tammy, I saw your hand raised.
Yes, I think the exercise idea is great. I think maybe more videos available in the Toastmaster website on how people can do these techniques to make them calm and less anxiety. Because I did read about music and exercise that people can do before they do a speech and make them more calm. I think maybe if we can get more of that in the website for people, they will feel more comfortable giving a speech.
Love it. Anyone else? Yes, Mark?
Yes, sir. I see all this, all the technology and the global outreach. I mean, sometimes it's best to get back to basics and get back to the core of what we as guys in terms of Toastmasters is all about, and that's getting in front of people and getting that interaction. I mean, at the minute we kind of live in this kind of two-dimensional life where everybody's on the screen. Let's get out and see people. You know, let's get back out there. So I think that should be the future. Back to basics, I think.
Okay, excellent. Anyone else? Okay. Well, I see a lot of clubs that you placed the name of your club. I'm going to see the one that, let's see, Southeast Houston Toastmasters clubs. Okay, you want me to showcase that, Z? Here we go. Okay, we're going to look at, it's called, that's it, SESEHOU Houston.toast. Okay, SEHOU Houston.toastmastersclubs.org. And there it is. We're going to share our screen. Okay, Z, can you see Southeast Houston? Or no? Did I share it right?
You
Let's-
did. Go.
You did.
lost it.
Yes.
Okay.
You were there a
We're
minute
good.
ago.
There, can you see it now?
Not yet. There we
Now-
go. So play
now
the
we see it.
video.
Okay,
Beautiful.
so Z, would you like to share a little bit about your website?
Absolutely. We changed our name from Young Professional Southeast Toastmasters because we are no longer young. We are young at heart. So play the video. It will show you our breaking news about our changes. Oh, we can't hear the sound.
Would you like me to play the sound?
Yeah, we need the sound. We need sound.
We need audio. So let's
Yes, you do.
sound. Let's do the whole thing. Here we go.
This is announcing our change, which is effective tomorrow, Tuesday, because we changed our name and we changed our meeting day from Monday to Tuesdays.
Very edge of your seat type music. You have a lot going on. You have the audio, the QR code.
And if you scroll down, there's a link to a podcast of a gentleman sharing his fear of being a public speaker.
Excellent. Very nice. Very nice. And I know you placed your club in the chat.
I did.
Again, the challenge is to visit these clubs that are in the chat tonight. Check out the websites, go to the clubs, see what they're doing that you're not doing, and maybe you can add some items to your marketing strategic plan. We have a few minutes left. I wanted to go through step 2 really quick. The step 2 is once we write down our predictions of what we believe is the next big trend, we then outline our own current situation. And I wanted to look at our marketing initiatives that we're doing in our clubs. And we just saw an example through the page that we shared with Zinnia, the Southeast Houston Toastmasters. And then the second item that you would look at is you look at your club DCP report. Why do we do that? We need to look at our current situation so we can go forward into the future and have a base idea of where are we? And something that's important to do is to do this with all the club members, not just in a club officer meeting, but really take a look maybe during a business meeting portion at the end, if you do that in your club meetings. And then once we see our DCP report, we look at our marketing initiatives, We do this to ensure that all the members are on the same page. And once everyone in the club has a good idea of where the club stands, then you can start looking towards the future. Once you finish that, step 3 is brainstorming with an innovative mindset. Come up with an open, flexible mindset to help you generate new ideas. And to help generate new ideas, you have your club write down what they think is going to be the next big trend. Then you all look at your marketing initiatives, look at the DCP report, take a peek at other club websites, go visit them. And then you come back and you brainstorm with an innovative mindset with your new ideas that you've generated. And once you do these 3 simple steps, you're going to have a strategic marketing plan. I really, really know this will work. The thing here that's so important to understand is that if you are doing everything that everyone else is doing, what is that? If that means that if all you're doing is replicating what everyone is doing, then this will find you running a race that's very hard to win. It's extremely hard to win. We are all our own entities, and we've learned in so many different Marketing Monday sessions how to find our why and what makes us different, interview our members, and really set us apart of why someone should join our club instead of the other 155 clubs in the district. We are all different. We're all unique. We all have something to offer. And what we need to do is do that first step and write down what we think is the next big thing. Get those creative juices going, outline your current situation, and then brainstorm with an innovative mindset. Don't do what everyone else is doing. Come up with some new ideas. Most importantly, have your club members agree on a few SMART goals. The SMART goals, the SMART goals we learned in another Marketing Monday session. And the whole point to a great strategic marketing session is to draw up new ideas. So my final question to you is, what are some new ideas that you're going to come up with for your club? Would anyone like to share? Robert.
Planning ahead. Planning ahead. There's not enough. In one club that I am, we have 8 members. Pasadena Toastmasters. There's only 3 that are active. Trying to make sure that we encourage people to join more. And I know it's a hard thing, but we got to stick to it and make something work. So in the near future, planning ahead, creating more open houses and creating more socials for us all to get together and talk face to face. And
thank you. Thank you so much, Robert, for sharing that. Anyone else? Would you like to share some new ideas? Maybe something that you saw on the new website that Zinnia just shared? Anyone? Some new ideas that you might think of? Are you going to try Udemy? Yes, Troy?
Yes, I really love the video. That's an eye catcher. I think that's a game changer as far as new members, people. It piques people's interest when they first visit our site, and that's a good idea, I think, having a video.
Yes, and in one of our very first Marketing Monday sessions, we taught about the importance of the LAVIC system, where it's the importance, the behavioral economics of including audio, and they totally touched on that. Well done, Zinnia. Anyone else? And why did I share in step 2 that not only do you look at marketing initiatives when you're outlining your current situation, but you also look at your DCP report? It's important to look at that. It will help you focus. Do we need to focus on more education speeches? Do we need to have more club officers trained? Do we need to have all of our April dues paid now? Do we need new members? And this will help guide you when you create your strategic marketing, your club success plan, and so forth. Anyone else would like to share some new ideas that you might have come up with tonight? Yes, Max.
I don't know if it's really a new idea. I think if we go back to basics of it and thinking about all the clubs that we are around and that we attend and that we hear of, if we think in terms of having something that people come to, make sure that our clubs are places where people get something out of it, and that way they keep coming and the word spreads. And it's, I know that sounds simplistic, but it sometimes back to basic is the basic of making sure we have something people want to be around. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, I like that, getting back to basics. I see someone placed in chat, Alana, I like the Member Spotlight podcast on the site. Excellent. I concur. Anyone else? Yes, Javier?
Yeah, one thing to consider is along the same lines in terms of strategic thinking, along with the DCP report, is the level of involvement that members have in terms of the different roles that they play within a meeting. One of the things that we do is we try to do a good job of keeping track of that so that we're encouraging members to get a full rounded experience, because if you get a chance to do all the different roles and lead up to the general evaluator and Toastmaster, then you have an appreciation for what it's like to have to lead the meeting. So then when you're following, then you're much more engaged because you understand what that experience was like. So to use that strategic thinking to get a well-rounded experience for all your members will have a significant impact on how your club runs its meetings and how people are engaged from meeting to meeting.
Oh, I agree 100%. And to stretch it a little bit further, I feel the same way with club officer roles. We should all have, for the next 7 years, a different club officer role every single term, so we can know what it's like to fill each of those officer roles. It's imperative to learn and to appreciate what each other's doing in these roles. Anyone else? Any other new ideas? Free Toast tracks a lot of different roles. Yes, so does Easy Speak. We touched on that in our last couple of sessions. Anyone else before we wrap this up? Any new ideas that you came up with just in the 30 minutes that we were here tonight? Gail, I am going to give you a couple of seconds. We're a little bit past our time, but Gail Lover has a very important duty in our district.
Oh, so which one?
Many, but there's something that pertains to all of us as a whole. And I know she's on the lookout.
I am the district parliamentarian, but I am looking for officers in a particular club, but so the chief judge for the contest is coming up. And I need judges who are not participating, who don't have a club that's in the contest arena. My email is very easy to remember. We need all of you to participate, bring all your members in and pump them up to do a club contest, whether they want to go any further than the club or not, but to get involved. So I am the chief judge. I am looking for judges, especially if you're not in the district or if you know your club is not participating. If you're not participating, we need all the help we can get. Is that the announcement you want me to give? Was there something else?
I was thinking on the aren't you the district spring conference speech contest?
For the judge, chief judge.
Right. Yes, I placed your email in chat. If anyone knows.
Okay.
Thank you, Gail. Would anyone like to share anything? Make sure you put your link to your club, the name of your club, your website link, anything. We're going to check you out. And we're going to see if we can learn something new from your club like we did tonight with Zinnia. Thank you everyone for being here. We all learn from each other. It's so nice to see you and we really appreciate you being here. Hopefully we see you next week so we can learn some more. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Elizabeth. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, thanks.
Bye.
Stay safe. Good night.
Good night.
Great job, Elizabeth.
Thank
One
you.
of your one of your best.
Oh, wow. Thank you,
Yes.
Harold.
Good job.
Thank you.